Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the news from Saba Satellite Channel from Marib. Let's begin with the headlines.
President Al-Alimi chairs high-level meeting on economic reforms and fiscal discipline.
Member of PLC Al-Arada discusses humanitarian and development cooperation with German ambassador.
UNESCO adopts 4 resolutions on Jerusalem, Gaza and Palestinian education and heritage.
We begin tonight's bulletin with President Rashad Mohammed Al-Alimi, President of the Presidential Leadership Council, who chaired a high-level meeting today with Prime Minister Salim Saleh bin Break and Central Bank Governor Ahmed Ghalib to review progress in implementing the government's comprehensive economic reforms and strengthen fiscal and administrative discipline.
The meeting discussed efforts to unify state revenues, improve resource collection, and ensure all public funds are deposited into the central bank's general account to enhance spending efficiency, guarantee the regular payment of salaries, and improve the quality of essential services. The central bank governor presented plans to stabilize the national currency and strengthen oversight of the banking system in line with international standards.
President Al-Alimi emphasized the importance of strict financial oversight and coordination among government institutions, while expressing appreciation to Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and international partners for their continued support for Yemen's economic recovery and development efforts.
In related developments on Yemen's reform and partnerships efforts, member of the Presidential Leadership Council Sultan Al-Arada held talks with German Ambassador to Yemen, Thomas Schneider, to discuss prospects for expanding development cooperation and humanitarian support between the two countries.
Al-Arada highlighted the worsening humanitarian situation caused by the continued violations of the Houthi militia, stressing the importance of shifting from emergency relief to sustainable development and supporting government reform plans to rebuild state institutions and revive national economy. He expressed appreciation for Germany's historic support, while the German ambassador reaffirmed his country's commitment to strengthening ties with Yemen and supporting efforts for peace and stability.
And in another side of Yemen's growing regional cooperation, President of the Supreme Judicial Council, Mohsen Yahya Talib, met today with the President of Federal Supreme Court of the United Arab Emirates, Mohammed Al-Badi, on the sidelines of the 4th International Conference of the Arab Union of Administrative Judiciary held in Cairo.
The meeting discussed ways to strengthen judicial and legal cooperation and exchange expertise in administrative justice to enhance judicial performance and the role of law in both countries. Talib stressed the importance of such meetings in promoting Arab judicial integration, while the Emirati Chief Justice reaffirmed his country's commitment to supporting judicial cooperation and developing legal systems across the Arab world.
Continuing with Yemen's diplomatic and cooperative engagements, Minister of Endowments and Guidance Dr. Mohammed Shabiba signed today in Jeddah with the Saudi Minister of Hajj and Umrah, Dr. Tawfiq Al-Rabi'a, an agreement outlining the arrangements and procedures for the coming Hajj season. The discussions covered several key topics, including measures to ease pilgrim congestion at holy sites and improve logistical and infrastructural services during the pilgrimage.
Both sides also discussed refunds for unused Hajj visas, the age limits for pilgrims, and expanding air travel options by allowing Yemeni, Saudi, and private airlines to compete in providing transport services. The Saudi minister praised the discipline and organization of Yemen's Hajj mission last season, while both ministers affirmed that pilgrim safety and health remain their top priorities.
And moving to domestic development efforts, Minister of Industry and Trade Mohammed Al-Ashwal praised the Skill Development Fund for its role in building national capacities and advancing human resource development, affirming the ministry's support for expanding the fund's programs to meet labor market needs and national development priorities.
During a meeting with the fund's leadership, the minister stressed the importance of coordination to implement training and qualification programs that create new job opportunities and promote sustainable development.
On the sidelines of the meeting, Minister Al-Ashwal witnessed the signing of a partnership agreement between the Skills Development Fund and the National Network for Advocating the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, aimed at expanding training opportunities and integrating people with disabilities into the workforce in line with national and sustainable development goals.
Turning to regional cooperation in promoting peace and countering extremism, the Islamic Military Counter-Terrorism Coalition launched today in Riyadh the Media for Peace program, targeting 14 Yemeni journalists as part of its strategic media initiatives to strengthen member states' media capacities and counter extremist ideologies. The opening ceremony was attended by the coalition's Secretary General, Lieutenant General Pilot Mohammed bin Saeed Al Mughidi, along with officials from member countries and the Yemeni trainees.
In his remarks, Al-Mughidi emphasized Yemen's pivotal role in regional stability, saying that empowering Yemeni media professionals is an investment in peace and safeguarding against extremist narratives. He noted that the initiative aims to prepare a new generation of responsible journalists equipped to promote moderation, combat hate speech, and strengthen unity across the Islamic world.
In Ta'ez, 4 civilians were injured when 2 landmines planted by the Iran-backed Houthi militia exploded in the Bab district. Medical reports from the Bab Rural Hospital confirmed that 2 of the victims lost their legs, while other 2 sustained multiple shrapnel injuries across their bodies.
They received initial treatment before being transferred into Maha General Hospital for further care. The incident adds to the growing toll of landmine explosions in liberated areas, where Houthi-planted explosives continue to threaten civilians despite ongoing clearance efforts.
And on the international front, the UNESCO General Conference, during its 43rd session in Samarkand, Uzbekistan, has unanimously adopted 4 resolutions on Jerusalem, Gaza, and educational and cultural institutions in the occupied Arab territories.
The resolutions address the cultural and educational consequences of the current situation in Gaza, calling for an emergency assistance program and the establishment of a special fund to support UNESCO's activities in the region. Another resolution outlines a plan to preserve the cultural heritage of Jerusalem's Old City, while a separate decision reaffirms support for UNRWA's educational programs in the occupied Palestinian territories.
Arab, Islamic, and friendly delegations welcomed the decisions, emphasizing the global consensus reflects a shared commitment to ending the occupation and safeguarding Palestinian cultural and educational rights under UNESCO's mandate.
This has been the news from Saba Satellite Channel from Marib. Thank you for watching and have a good time.